This is the PTV Sports Report on Peralta News.
Welcome to another edition of the PTV Sports Report on Peralta Television. I am Lex Gopnik, and once again we are back here at the beautiful Laney Track and Field facilities where the Laney Lady Eagles, coached by Curtis Taylor, are coming off of their second state championship win in 3 years. Can you say dynasty? Coach Taylor's team went down to Cerritos College in Norwalk, California, and were on fire, finishing with a grand total of 78 points, which was 28 more points than the second place team, which was the host, Cerritos College. We're going to sit down and talk with a couple of Coach Taylor's athletes about their incredible performance at the state championship meet. This is the PTV Sports Report.
State champion!
PTV Sports Report, Lex Gopnik here with sprinter and sophomore Lauren Rose. First of all, congratulations on the state title.
Thank you.
You came to Laney, and the year before, they had completed this same feat and won themselves a state title. How have you seen things progress from when you started as a freshman to now being a sophomore and getting a state title of your own?
Well, I think the biggest difference so far is just, first of all, the size of the team. We have a lot more people this year. We took, I think, like 12 people to state this year, and last year there was only 3 of us. So, you know, it definitely helps when you're around a bunch of good people. It definitely helped me to get better. You know, you don't want to be the weak link on a good team, so I improved a lot just having them here.
45.15 was the time in the 4x100 meter relay. Obviously, the Laney Eagles track team is known for their sprinting. Can you talk a little bit about what it was like to be in that race? That was the first race of the state championship meet, and from what everybody said, after about the second lap of that race, it was a wrap. Laney was going to win this thing hands down. Talk a little bit about that race and what that was like to be involved in on a team like that.
Well, you know, I was excited for it. You know, I had a good feeling we would win it just because our time was so much faster than everyone else's coming in. But I was a little nervous because, you know, Laney's had a history of dropping the baton in big meets. But, you know, after I handed it off, I was like, okay, we got this. You know, I gave it to Ashton and she took off, and the race was over from there.
You guys won that meet by a very, very impressive margin. 28 points, 78 to 50, almost 30 points, which is just kind of unheard of in track and field. Can you talk a little bit about what the reaction was from some of the other teams that were down there, some of the fans down there in Norwalk, California at Cerritos College?
I heard a lot of people commenting on just the sheer number of people we brought to state. Like, we have 4 girls in the 200, 3 in the 100, 2 of us in the hurdles. So I think that was kind of shocking to everyone just to see that big of a team go to state, because most teams have about maybe 3 or 4 people that go, and we took about 12. So.
Now, do you think that depth, having that many people that you could draw from with different skills, different expertise, helped you guys accomplish this state championship this year?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we had people from everything from the 1 to the 800. So we were pretty much across the board this year. Last year we had a jumper and 2 hurdlers, and this year we had people in everything. You know, we won a few individual titles. So just a huge difference from last year.
Okay, it's your sophomore season. As we remind people all the time, you only got 2 years here at JC. What is the next step for Lauren Rose?
Well, I'm planning on transferring to Arizona State in the fall and being the Sun Devil and competing in the Pac-12. So hope everything goes well next year.
All right, that's Lauren Rose. You will see her running track and field D1 down at Arizona State. Wish we could have kept her around here, but Cal and Stanford obviously slipping. They're the ones missing out. Arizona's definitely going to benefit from this. Lauren, thanks so much for the time. Congratulations again on winning a state championship.
Thank you.
Now, let's sit down with Ashton Purvis and talk to her about her incredible performance at the state meet. This is the PTV Sports Report. Lex Gopnik, joined by Ashton Purvis and the state championship trophy right here. This is the closest I've ever got to greatness in my entire life. Between a record setter and a state championship trophy, I am feeling myself today. Ashton, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
What a great accomplishment. Before we get into all the accolades, the records that you're breaking, and talk a little bit more about this championship, your story's pretty compelling. You were originally at Miami, right?
Yeah.
D1 runner, high school track athlete of the year. How'd you end up back at Laney?
Well, you know, you have to make decisions and choices for yourself that's like better for you and your health and your career. And you know, I'm coming back to home where I coach. You know, the junior college coach for here. He was my high school coach back when I was in high school. So I just like, this is a perfect fit.
Let's talk a little bit about the state meet. down at Cerritos College in Norwalk, California. Second state title in 3 years here at Laney. The Laney track and field team is, I'm saying it now, it has become a dynasty. When you win 2 out of 3, it is dynastic. We've got a dynasty here at Laney. And on a personal note, you set a JC college record running a 22.86 time in the 200 meters. I don't think I can run a 200 meters in a minute, let alone 22.86 seconds, under 23 seconds, which is kind of the standard. Talk a little bit about that race. Did you know you could do that? Had you been running those times in practice and throughout meets throughout the year?
Well, my coach believed that I can get to a 22 pace, just how I was practicing, how I was recovering. But the tough part is doing it at that meet and doing it before the time comes. And it was like, you know, I felt like I could do it just because, you know, you don't want to set yourself less. And I knew I wanted to PR for my high school, which I knew it would be like a lot of hard work. So I was like,
PR being a personal record.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, I want to run faster than I did in high school, and I really want that record. And I would just like, after the 100, I would just more fire up to even run faster. I was like, okay, well, the record is 23:12, and in order for me to beat it, I had to either run faster, I had to run like a low 23 or 22. So it was just kind of like the hard work that my coach believed I can do, my dedication for the 200, and I just knew it would come if I just had the patience and the like drive for it.
Let's get back to this 200-meter race that you ran, because again, I can't explain and express how impressive it was. That 22.86 seconds was one of the top 20 times in the entire world, on the globe, on the planet, all the great sprinters that are qualified. How does that make you feel as an athlete, and what kind of confidence does that give you going forward?
It makes me hungrier more, because I know I felt really strong at the end of my 200, and I feel like I can even run faster. So it just makes me even like really want to even pursue more of a faster time. Like if I can get lower than that 22.5, 22.6, it makes me just more confident that I can run faster and make me feel stronger that, you know, I was able to accomplish that in such the gap that it was. So I feel pretty good.
So obviously, going forward, the trials are coming up, Olympic Games in London. What comes after that for Ashton Purvis?
Oh, I'm hoping to be at Texas A&M next fall.
Okay. And how's that looking? You're saying hoping.
It's looking pretty good.
You ran a sub-23 200-meter Texas A&M. You guys better get on the telephone, instant message, Facebook, something, because Ashton Purvis wants to come run for you. Why Texas A&M?
They have a pretty good staff, pretty good. They're like pretty good academic-wise and pretty good like track-wise too. And I think it's a perfect balance for me. They have a lot of great people in the program right now, and all had a lot of people in a great program. And Coach Anderson and Coach Henry both had like a lot of like right now, a lot of people in the Olympics right now from them. So I feel like, you know, I'm training with Mona Lee, so you know. Got to be where the winners are, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, again, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for representing Laney and the Peralta colleges so well, and bringing the state championship back home here to Oakland, California. I'm Lex Gopnik. She's Ashton Purvis. Look for her at the Olympic trials, and who knows, maybe come this summer in London, you might see Ashton Purvis representing the US of A and representing Laney College. Again, congratulations to Coach Taylor and the entire Laney Lady Eagle Track team for their superb performance down at the state meet. We have a dynasty right here in Oakland. Forget the A's, forget the Raiders, Warriors, Niners, right here, Laney Lady Eagles. 2-time champions over the last 3 years here in state track and field. This is also going to be it for us so far this year. It's been a great year of covering the Peralta College sports programs. We hope that you enjoyed it. On behalf of the entire staff at PTV Sports, we want to thank you for supporting community college and community college athletics in general. We'll see you again next year. For all of us here at PTV Sports, I'm Lex Gopnik.
Thanks for watching the PTV Sports Report on Peralta News.